So what you see in my hand is the Dell XPS 7. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Dell Precision 5750. Yeah, I know. It looks like the XPS 17, and you'd be right to think it was, but it is the Precision 5750, an identical in terms of the chassis and, of course, the display and the overall footprint to the XPS 17 9700. Now, I've been using this for nearly a month as my daily driver to see how it would perform as a mobile workstation. Remember, this packs a lot of power under the hood. Now, keep in mind, this is not geared towards the average consumer. It's geared toward that professional that does high-end video work, that does medical imaging, CAD work, architectural work, and the like. So, of course, it's going to need a lot of horsepower under the hood. But not only that, this has a gorgeous UHD Plus display. It's a 16:10 aspect ratio, same as the XPS 17. We'll get into that in a little bit. Hey everybody, this is Andrew, and this is my review of the Dell Precision 5750. All new for 2020. Coming up. Want to see more videos like this? Why not hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell? This way you'll be alerted every time I upload a new video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's on those platforms that I post all the latest updates. And today's video is brought to you by our new members who have contributed this month to help support the channel. If you're interested in becoming a new member, hit that join button below. And of course, in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, I'm not being paid by Dell, I'm not being sponsored by Dell. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own, and no one is seeing this video before it's released. This review unit was provided by Dell, and once this review is done, I will be sending it back. The Precision 5750 starts at $23.99 US, and of course that's not cheap, but again, this is a mobile workstation geared towards professionals, and a lot of large corporations will buy these in bulk and will receive discounts, of course, when they buy these in bulk, and they're not blinking at the price tag because these are tools that they need to get the job done. If they're doing medical imaging, if they're doing high-end video editing, this will definitely do the job. Now, when it comes to design, this is an all-metal premium design. It also has that Titan gray color. I really do like it. It gives off a nice, sleek, and modern look. And with a starting weight of 4.7 pounds for the entry-level model, or 2.13 kilograms, not too heavy for a mobile workstation. Of course, I have the stepped-up model with a bigger battery, 5.58 pounds, or 2.53 kilograms. Still very light for a mobile workstation. And to put its size into perspective, here it is with the Dell XPS 15 9500. As you can see, the Dell Precision 5750 has a bigger footprint than the XPS 15. Now keep in mind, the XPS 17 has the same footprint as the Precision 5750. So this will give you a good idea if you want the consumer grade version of this laptop. And just like the Dell XPS 15 and 17, this also has a 16:10 aspect ratio. I'm a big fan of that aspect ratio for sure. And here it is with the Apple MacBook Pro 16 from 2019. As you can see here, it's a little bit bigger than the MacBook Pro, as you can see. Okay, I covered the ports in my unboxing video, but for those that didn't see it, on the left side, you get your Kensington lock port, you get two Thunderbolt 3 ports, and that's it for that side. Moving over to the right side, two more Thunderbolt 3 ports, a full-size SD card reader, and a 3.5mm audio jack. That's it. There's no USB-A port, there's no HDMI port. Kind of disappointing for those two missing ports. But again, 4 USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports is what you get. Now, my unit is an engineering sample, so I didn't get a hub in the box that gives you an HDMI port and a USB-A port that are missing on this device. So I expect retail units to be shipping with that dongle in it. So that's good on that front. Okay, let's talk about the star of the show, and that would be its 17-inch display. It has a resolution of 3840 by 2400. That's a UHD Plus resolution. It's an IPS display with excellent black levels, great contrast, good color accuracy, and it also covers the color gamut really well. You're looking at 100% sRGB, 99% Adobe RGB, 91% of the P3 wide color gamut, and 96% NTSC, making this an extremely good choice for those creative professionals that do Lightroom, Photoshop, and of course, video editing. And it comes in a very bright 531 nits, making this a good choice for both indoor and outdoor use, only beat out by the Dell XPS 15 9500, which I recently reviewed. And you're looking at super slim, equal bezels all around, and you gotta love that. That's the same as the Dell XPS 13, 15, and of course XPS 17. The bottom line, this is a fantastic display, and Dell definitely hit a home run with this panel. So this is the front-facing camera of the Dell Precision 5750, a 17-inch mobile workstation, basically the professional version of the Dell XPS 17 for 2020. And I've got to say, not bad. It's in the top bezel, of course. It's not up your nose, or it's not a nostril cam, so that's good. Definitely good for Skype, definitely good for Zoom. I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comments section below. And in addition to that Windows Hello camera, the power button also doubles as a fingerprint scanner, registering my finger each and every time I used it. It worked well, giving you another added layer of security. Now, as far as user upgradability is concerned, this actually is pretty easy to get inside. You'll just have to remove the T5 Torx screws, remove the bottom plate, and you're in. Now, once inside, you'll notice the dual fans, and you'll notice that both the SSD slots here are user upgradable, so that's great. And my review unit comes with two 2TB SSDs, and they did really well on the Crystal Disk Mark test. And it also has 2 slots for the RAM, so that's user upgradable as well. My unit has 64 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. And it also employs that vapor chamber cooling, the same we find in the Dell XPS 17 9700. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. This also has a 97 watt-hour battery, and we'll get into the battery life in a little bit. And as far as the wireless is concerned, it has Wi-Fi 6 along with Bluetooth 5.1. All worked well, good connections, and good uploads and download speeds. Now, when it comes to performance, this is a very powerful workstation, as you can see from these numbers. Now, it has the Intel Core i7-10875H with the NVIDIA Quadro RTX 3000 with Max-Q design, the discrete GPU that certainly is great for things like video editing, things like 3D rendering, and the like. It really does a good job, and the 8 cores that this CPU has certainly aids in that as well. And it doesn't hurt that this also has 64 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. This all comes together to make one powerful mobile workstation. Now, of course, this is a professional grade mobile workstation, not really a gaming laptop, although you can play games, of course. This is certainly capable, and I found the sweet spot to be the high settings 1080p. These are the results. You definitely get playable frame rates on some of the popular titles, such as Fortnite, GTA 5, Far Cry New Dawn, and many other titles. And when it comes to thermals, it employs the same vapor chamber cooling as its consumer counterpart, the Dell XPS 17 9700, and that's a good thing because I didn't notice any thermal throttling when the CPU was under 100% load, and the average temperatures were around 76 degrees Celsius. Not bad, not overly hot, certainly not the coolest I've ever seen, but there wasn't any thermal throttling, and that is the good news here. And you will notice, of course, the dual fans here, and they'll kick in at around 75 to 80 degrees Celsius, and they will come on a full blast. Not the loudest I've ever heard, but you definitely will notice them, not overly annoying, so that's good. I think overall, the vapor chamber cooling is a really good system employed here. Now, there are 2 battery options. You can get a 3-cell 56 watt-hour battery or the larger 97 watt-hour battery. It's a 6-cell battery, and that's the one that I have, and it did 9 hours and 12 minutes on my continuous web surfing test over Wi-Fi at 150 nits. Interestingly enough, my engineering sample came with the smaller 90 watt-hour power supply, not the larger 130 watt power adapter that my Dell XPS 15 came with, so that's the one I would use, and that is an option for you to buy at checkout. And just like the Dell XPS 13 and 15 that I reviewed here in 2020, this also has an improved keyboard, or a really good keyboard, I should say, really good tactile feedback, good key travel, and it does have a multi-stage backlight that allows you to get work done in a dark room or a dimly lit environment. It also has a very spacious, nicely sized precision touchpad that works really well. All the gestures are working well, and 2-finger scrolling is buttery smooth. Now, I don't have any issues as far as any loose trackpad or touchpad on this, any inadvertent clicks that have plagued other units such as the Dell XPS 15. I don't have that issue on my unit. Now, when it comes to the audio, there are 2 top firing speakers on each side of the keyboard and 2 bottom firing speakers to produce really good sound. These are 5-watt speakers and really fills up the room rather nicely. Good mids, good bass, excellent job in terms of the sound. One of the best I've ever heard on a mobile workstation, that's for sure. And here's the sound compared to the MacBook Pro 16, to be followed by the sound of the XPS 15. Have a listen.
Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is the Dell Precision 5750, all new for 2020. Coming up. Hey everybody, everybody, it's Andrew, and this is the Dell Precision 5750, all new for 2020. Coming up. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is the Dell Precision 5750, all new for 2020. Coming up. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is the Dell Precision 5750, all new for 2020. Coming up.
Okay, let's bring it all home. Can I recommend the Dell Precision 5750 mobile workstation here for 2020? And the answer is a resounding yes, especially if you're a mobile professional that needs to do high-end video work, 3D CAD rendering, any kind of architectural work, and of course medical imaging and the like. This will definitely get the job done. You'll love that stunning 17-inch UHD Plus Infinity Edge touch display that's vibrant and sharp. It's really great. Now I like that Pro 2 keyboard along with that Precision touchpad. The optional Xeon processor is great for that added horsepower, and I love that NVIDIA Quadro RTX 3000 discrete GPU. It's the Max-Q design, of course, and outstanding speakers. It's a quad speaker setup working really well, and you gotta love that outstanding build quality. Now, of course, it's not perfect. There is no USB-A port. There's no HDMI port. On a 17-inch laptop, that's kind of a little bit of a disappointment, and it is a major fingerprint magnet, although the coating seems to be a little bit better on this carbon fiber than in years past on the XPS line, so that's pretty good. And it also can get quite expensive, but of course mobile professionals, don't blink an eye at this. This will get the job done, and this is the tool you may need. And while I understand this may not be for everyone, I'm going to give this a score of 93%, making the Dell Precision 5750 my editor's choice for the 17-inch mobile workstation here for 2020, making it worth your money. So what do you think about this bad boy, the Precision 5750? I absolutely love it. Now, first and foremost, I like the color. It's the Titan Gray, and it looks better to me than the silver we get with the XPS 17. I wish they offered this in that consumer grade as well. You don't get that with the XPS 17, but you can order it with the Dell Precision 5750. Now, I love the display. It's that equal-sided bezels of the Infinity Edge display, UHD Plus resolution. That's 3840 by 2400. Absolutely gorgeous. Covers the color gamut really well. Vibrant colors, really deep blacks, everything you'd want in a display. Not something we normally see in a mobile workstation. Now, I love the fact that this packs some really good power under the hood with a 10th generation 8-core processor with V Pro, so that's pretty good. And it also has a pretty good discrete GPU, as you saw by the numbers. The Quadro RTX 3000 with Max-Q design. You could game on this if you want to when you're not working. This definitely gives you playable frame rates as indicated by the numbers. Now, as far as the battery life, I have the bigger battery, the 97 watt hour battery. It's a 6-cell battery that produced about 9 hours and 12 minutes on my continuous web surfing test, making this a pretty decent choice. Again, this packs a lot of power under the hood. I didn't notice any thermal throttling. That's pretty good. I was expecting that, and I didn't see any under the test that I ran, my stability test, and I thought it worked pretty well. But I think this is an expensive proposition for the average consumer, but what this does give us is a good idea of what to expect with the XPS 17 9700, which I should be reviewing very soon. But this absolutely is a great choice for those that want a lot of power under the hood in a portable package. This fits the bill. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comments section below. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.